Well, guys, Stern did it. They finally made the big reveal saying, hey, guess what? Uncanny X-Men is real. Here it is. They threw it out there. And I got to tell you, man, are we going to be mutant and proud after this latest upcoming release from Stern? I'm your host, PDubs. Welcome to PDubs Pinball. That's right. We're doing a special pinball stream tonight. Oh, yeah. All right, guys, we are back. So if you've been living under a rock today, you may have missed the news. I mean, you may have missed the news. And big shout out to the Stern team, right? Like, the last few releases haven't really excited me, right? Like John Wick, no interest. I've played it maybe 10 times and I just couldn't get into it, right? Jaws, Jaws, if you guys remember, I was ripping on Jaws because the shark looked like a Fisher Price toy and the plastic boat looked like a Fisher Price toy, not the orca in the top left of the playfield of the the premium editions and the limited editions. I'm talking about the white boat that the shark would pop out and come out and it become a bash toy, right? And what's interesting is I was a little disappointed, right? And then this popped up today, right? And I'm a big comic book fan. Everyone who knows me knows that. I mean, I got my Venom pinball machine downstairs, and despite what some of you out there think of good old Venom, I like my Venom. I don't see myself wanting to get rid of it, trade it, sell it anytime soon. I think it's a super fun, super fast pinball game to play, and I love turning it on and playing a few rounds and all that kinds of stuff. I mean, I really, really dig it. But taking a peek here, man, it was interesting to see this trailer come out and just take a look. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see what happened on the bottom of the screen there? Holy smokes, was that pretty cool. Really awesome to see what Jack Danger came up with on this particular pinball machine. And I got to tell you, considering that Venom needs a friend, considering Venom needs a friend. One pinball machine I've had my eyes on a lot, which I've talked about on my channel, is Deadpool Pro. Every time I play Deadpool Pro, I fall more and more in love with it, and I've been waiting. It's been out for a few years. Maybe someone will eventually get rid of it. Maybe I can pick it up for like maybe 5 grand or less, right? So I'm just sitting on that one, right? And my goal, as you guys know, I collect a lot of, I want the more classic pinball. I like the 90s pinball. I got my Night Moves pinball downstairs, which actually is a little bit older than that. But I got my Super Mario Mushroom World. I got my Star Wars Episode 1, which, so it's like, I prefer the 90s stuff, man. If I get my hands on Elvira Scared Stiff, Tales from the Crypt, you know what I mean? Like those games would be really, really cool to have. So I haven't envisioned myself wanting to purchase another new in box $10,000 pinball machine. I just did that last year with Labyrinth, and we love it. We love Labyrinth. Labyrinth is such a cool pinball machine to have in my collection. But taking a peek here at what they've done, I gotta say, man, this looks pretty spectacular. I mean, what they've come up with. Now, of course, you got to play it, right? I did something that maybe you shouldn't do, right? Back in the day, I picked up Labyrinth and I bought Labyrinth without even playing it. I was just so excited about the theme and the videos and all the YouTube videos I saw, people covering it and all the news and like early reviews, early predictions. Like everyone was saying it was going to be a great game, and I bought it. Spending $10,000 without actually touching something is maybe not the best way to go about your life. However, all good stories have an happy ending, right? All good stories have a happy ending. And sure enough, we love it. I mean, we love it. And Labyrinth Pinball, we're keeping for a very long time. I don't think you're going to see me getting rid of my Labyrinth pinball, maybe ever. I think Mario Brothers Mushroom World and Labyrinth are here to stay forever. Everything else could potentially go, but years down the road. I'm trying to grow my collection like all of you, right? But anyway, so this thing comes out, and I gotta tell you, if I was to pick up a new in-box pinball machine, this looks very, very exciting to me. In fact, I haven't seen so much positivity about this release. I'll be honest with you guys, at least since like Godzilla came out and everyone was just so super hyped about Godzilla, right? Because when it comes to the shot selection and everything on here, and we're gonna dive into some of that, and you know, if I have to tell my wife I got to spend 10 grand, you know, she'll go nuts. So the goal, of course, is wait for this thing to come out and actually go play it. And if it plays as good as it looks, potentially this one will end up on my short list of pinball machines to buy, and I might just buy it. But let's kind of dive in. So something that's very interesting about this pinball machine is the table layout. And the table layout that some of you guys might be wondering about is like what's going on with the flippers on the bottom of this pinball machine. Let me pull up a picture here for you guys of the flippers. Let's see if we can find one here. They got so many photos on their website. Stern, don't you have a like press page where we can easily access your pictures? I mean, come on, man. Get us a press page here so we can take a look at the pictures. All right, guys, just hang on. We'll find it. It's slow moving too. I'll find it here. It's not coming to Costco. That is correct. That is correct, Papa Brad. This is not the one at Costco. The one at Costco is the home edition of Jurassic Park. That is correct. Which I'm still gonna go check out. I heard that they actually hit a certain Costco in Arizona. I heard rumor, and I was like, okay, I'll go check it out and look at it. But I don't think I would ever buy one for $5,000 a home pin. Like that's got to be like less than 3 grand. Here it is. Here's what we wanted. Let's go ahead and open this in a. Oh man, why does it do that when I try to open it in a new tab? What a bunch of jerks. See, like I can't open the pictures, guys. Like Sturd, you got to put these pictures under your news, under your press release. That way everyone who wants to cover this stuff can cover this stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like whenever I try to like open image in new tab, check this out, guys. It pulls up some other photo. You know what I mean? Like you guys are making my job difficult. What's up, Death Row? What's up, Brooklyn Menace? Koi Fish Gaming, Gramps Arcade, E. Leo, Papa Brad is here. Call sign Raven, Brooklyn Menace, Conti Dinda, Tim York, the Nerd Jock, Adam Kolb. Sorry, guys, I forgot to do my shout outs like I usually do, but there you go. All right, what do you guys notice here about the pinball machine at the bottom, right? You'll notice that the flippers aren't centered, all right? Let's go a little bit bigger so you guys can see it, right? And that's a very interesting pinball layout. Is it new? Is it unheard of? No, actually, we've kind of seen this layout in a few times in the past, especially when I like go and I check out some of the older machines here in Arizona. Make sure you check out Starfighters Arcades in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona. They have all the older pinball machines inside of there, some of the classics, and you might actually see this layout on a couple of the machines, which I'll show you here. But whatchamacallit, you notice that the flippers aren't centered. So I think some players might get turned off by that, but I think for the most part, it's interesting. It's different. That's kind of what makes it exciting. You got that third mini flipper on the bottom. And to kind of give you like where I'm sure Jack Danger got the inspiration from, here is here is Spy Hunter, right? Now Spy Hunter doesn't have the flipper here, but you'll notice on Spy Hunter, and shout out to these guys, TurboGrafx 7 on YouTube. This is their video from 3 years ago. But take a look at Spy Hunter Pinball. You'll notice that the flippers are off-centered, and you'll notice you have those extra outlanes on the side that will end up killing you, right? So it's not unheard of. It's not unheard of. We've seen it before where you have off-centered flippers. The next one, though, will really make you go, oh, okay. This is from Chuck Wirt on YouTube. This is Gold Wings, right? So this is an old Gottlieb game. And as you can see right here, what do you guys notice? You have your off-centered flippers as well as you have that left flipper on the other side, right? On the other side. And yeah, I think F14 Tomcat has this as well. So is it unheard of that this is done? No. But we haven't seen it in a long time that I can think of. I can't think of any of these modern pinball machines that I've walked past in these arcades that had this kind of flipper layout. So it's not unheard of, that's for sure. And it definitely kind of, in my opinion, it kind of messes with your head a little bit, right? It kind of messes it in your head a little bit. But what they've done is pretty cool. Like the ball will come down here, come down this ramp. You'll notice there's a wire ramp right here underneath your flippers, and then it shoots the ball up into the danger zone, and then it wraps around and does this circle. So that's one way you get into the danger room is what they're calling it. And of course, you got your one flipper that you're going to try and get up and get the ball back into play, right? Get the ball back into play. I'm sure all of us are going to have to actually play it to really experience it. Let's see here. I think towards the end right here. All right, you see that? Did you guys see that? Let's go back a few more seconds so you guys can see it. I think that this is really, really cool in my opinion. I love the fact that Jack Danger's bringing this back, but he's also enhancing it. Take a look here. Here it comes. All right. It got in there, and then you kind of loop around and you go up back around the ramp and come back down that wire ramp into your left flipper. I think that's really, really cool. As well as from the opposite direction right here, that extra silver, the silver ramp right there. What's a fact, Downbeat? I must have missed it in the live chat. Flippers are offset for Cyclops. There you go. I'm still waiting for Space Cadet Beginner Pinball. There you go. We all love Space Cadet, don't we? Windows 95, right? But very impressive artwork on the sides, whether you get the Pro, Premium, or Limited Edition. And a lot of the features are the same if you guys go in and take a look at this table on a lot of the versions, right? Except for, of course, your Limited Edition right here. The Limited Edition's got the purple powder coating on the frame and on the legs. You got the expression lighting, which is really cool. The speakers in the back box. And of course, one of my favorite and easiest mods to do, if you guys can see my mouse up here at the top center of the screen, of course, is adding the extra artwork, side art blades on the inside of the cabinet. I did that to my Venom Premium. Make sure you guys check that video out on my channel. My Venom Premium didn't come with that, of course. And I got it from WizMod Pinball, something like that. It's on my video. Put those in, and dude, like the inside of Venom looks incredible. Like, and also my Labyrinth Pinball. What's great about Labyrinth Pinball is Labyrinth Pinball came with side art blades. And I gotta tell you, when you're trying to create a world under glass, if you just have black walls here, it's pretty boring, right? It's pretty boring. Having artwork on the side walls definitely, in my opinion, adds to the immersion factor and all that stuff. So, hey, JR, yeah, only the limited edition, which is this one right here, the super expensive one, comes with the side art blades. The Premium and the Pro do not. The Premium and the Pro do not. But take a look at that X-Men molded thing right here on the side rail. That was a nice touch. There are all kinds of really cool things on the table too. Now, they also have on the premiums and the limited editions, you have the movable head. I'm sorry, you have the head, and then you actually have like the Wolverine action figure in there, as well as the hands. Like you see the Sentinel's hands, and the Sentinel's hands actually will grab the ball and stuff, right? I believe it's only the limited edition where the head will move up and down. Otherwise, it's just a bash toy on the pros and the premiums. I hope I'm explaining that correctly, right? The sculpted head. And when the mouth opens, I guess there's a little kicker in there, is what they said. So when you hit the Sentinel in the mouth, he will kick and shoot the ball back at you. And there's that Wolverine figure that he's not on the pros. It's just a piece of plastic, like a plastic picture of Wolverine versus an actual action figure, right? And hey, what's up, Third Floor Arcade with Jason? I gotta tell you, I am pretty excited about this one, right? Like we've heard about other pinball machines this year. We've heard about, and we've seen like John Wick come out. Avatar, is about to be announced. Princess Bride, which is a theme I would have loved, but ended up being made by the Morphic team instead. And I'm not into that Morphic pinball, whatever it's called. I'm not into those machines or that company. No offense. But yeah, this actually excites me, which is why we're doing this video right now. And I definitely want to get your guys' thoughts. I know Biggie D and I, because Biggie D and I love going to the arcade and playing pinball. Biggie D and I will be checking this out when it gets on location. And what's interesting too, if you haven't heard the news, is The limited editions will be coming off the line first. Usually it's not the limited editions first. So if you do spend all that money on a limited edition, you'll get your pinball machine before everyone else, right? But and I think they're only making 811 of them, which is part of the Uncanny X-Men storyline in some of the comic books and stuff. It takes place on Earth 811. So it kind of makes sense that they're doing that. And I like when we watch the trailer here how you'll see in certain scenes, you'll actually see the Sentinel hand actually grab the ball. And I think that that's really, really cool. Not only does this pinball look cool, in my opinion, but also I could see, that pinball community comes up with some pretty incredible mods. Pretty incredible mods, right? So let's take a look at the Pro here. So here's just the Pro. So if you get the cheaper one, you'll notice right away. Oh, let me stop the video. Let's go back to the Pro. All right, so let's take a look at the Pro. So this is the cheaper one, the more cost-effective one, the one that a lot of people buy. You still get the danger room and all that. You notice in the top left, you'll notice that Wolverine is, again, just a piece of plastic, not an actual character. And the hand is just a piece of plastic, with artwork on it. So the hand's not actually going to reach down and grab the ball like it does on the other versions, right? But the good news is you still get the Sentinel head, and it's still a bash toy on the Sentinel head, right? I mean, there's plenty going on this table. Some people, like I love my Venom. I love it. I freaking love it. But some people feel Venom's a little bare, right? Like it's a little too bare. And like there's not enough on the table. There's just the fan of stuff in the back of the table, and that's it, right? And I got the Venom Premium, so I got the Doppelganger Spider-Man that swings out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I got the goodies, but on this pinball machine, there is stuff everywhere. There, like, I don't think people can complain that the table's empty. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. The entire left side of the pinball machine is covered in ramps and wire ramps and paths to travel and cool looking shot selections, things that you hit and pop up and all that shit. Like this looks fun to me, and different ways it can go. And I love the magnet right by Magneto. It just makes sense. And of course, your stern insider connected. And of course, is it just me, or does Stern always do the best artwork on the pros? Like, I really like the artwork on the Pro, but I think I'm gonna, if I did get one, it would probably be the premium. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, I actually want to play this one. I think I got lucky when I rolled the dice with Venom, not Venom, Labyrinth, and I just bought it like, oh my god, it's out. I pre-ordered Labyrinth day one, not even playing it. Just saw all the videos, everyone talking about it, went to their website, this brand new pinball company, and I gave them a chance, right? I threw down a lot of money on a bet, and we got lucky, but I'm not willing to risk that amount of money twice. Like I actually want to play this one first, but yeah, we're gonna get to play this in Chicago. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be at Expo. So there you go. Labyrinth was 10 grand, dude. It was 10 grand, like 10.6 all in, something like that with shipping. But yeah, I've had that for about a year too. That's been a while. I was one of the first ones to get their Labyrinth too, because I ordered instantly. And the first 100 people from Barrels of Fun, if you ordered from Barrels of Fun, the first 100 machines ordered directly versus through a distributor, we got our machines first. So I ordered like day one instantly, got my machine. I think my pinball machine is like numbered 51, but I think I was like maybe one of the first 10 people to receive it. And luckily I like it, right? But I don't want to take that I don't want to take that chance twice, right? Like do you guys want to take that kind of a chance more than once in your life? You probably shouldn't. Plenty of videos on my channel about Labyrinth, including an interview with Barrels of Fun. But yeah, I got plenty of pinball videos, man. I've been slowly collecting real pinball machines for 5 years now. I mean, I only have about 6, 7 machines. So I average picking up one pinball machine a year. And maybe, just maybe, the Uncanny X-Men would be the one I pick up this year, even though it's new in box versus I've really been looking to get my hands on some of the more classic 90s pins like Elvira Scared Stiff or Tales from the Crypt, or some of the ones that I love playing whenever we go to the arcade. Seen that. All right, so guys, let me know what you think with this news today. I think this looks like a winner. I've noticed a lot of people have covered this machine today, and it seems like a lot of people are pretty excited about it, and that's nice to see because when stuff comes out and everyone's just angry and mad and upset, it kind of stinks, right? You're like, oh wow, everyone hates this thing, but I've seen mostly positive feedback on this thing throughout the day today as I've been working my day job. God, I love it when that hand comes down and grabs the ball. I think that's pretty cool. Is this going to be a winner for Stern? What do you guys think? Let us know in the live chat. That's the rumor. That's the rumor, Big ED. New virtual pinball skin this month. They put it on their calendar. Let's see what they say. Jason says it's a yes. Give me your feedback in the chat, guys. This is time for your stream, your feedback. We're not going to make this super, super long. I just wanted to give you my reaction that I think it's cool. But if you think it's crap, don't be afraid to say it, guys. This is a safe place. I don't work for Stern. I'm not trying to work for Stern like everyone else. You guys just tell me like what you guys think of this thing. Godzilla Killer. There you go. Godzilla Killer. I'm surprised I never bought a Godzilla. I do love playing Godzilla, but I've never bought one. It is really cool. JR says it looks great. Nerd Jock says major yes. There you guys go. How many of you are going to sell your kidneys? D-Mod, he put down his deposit for a premium. This is the most unique layout in decades. Yep, we covered that right at the beginning. We were showing some of the older pinball machines that layout is kind of inspired by, right? Kind of inspired by. And probably one of the coolest things to see. What I like about it is it's different than, it's something we've seen before. Like if you walk around in a pinball arcade that's got the older pinball machines, like I was mentioning, like Starfighters Arcade, I go there with Biggie D. Like, you'll have seen that extra third flipper and maybe a pinball machine with the flippers off to the side, such as we've seen on, what is that called? Spy Hunter, and just like we've seen on Gold Wings, etc. So it's like we've seen it, right? Like we've seen it before in the past. And but we haven't seen it in a long time, right? Like I can't think of any of the newer machines like walking around, Ninja Turtles, all these Sterns. Like I can't think of one that had it. I think it's really, really cool. D-Red says he was disappointed about another Marvel cab at first, but it looks cool. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing, like that comic book audience is we're a tight group. So like for instance, I have Venom, and the only Stern pinball I was really hardcore thinking about picking up was a Deadpool Pro, because I think, oh wow, Deadpool would look nice to Venom, right? Well, Uncanny X-Men would look pretty nice next to Venom in my house, right? Fenshiro did order his premium. I would rather it be Marvel than another dad rock band. I gotta be honest, guys. The rock band machines aren't for me. Like I love that music, guys. We all grew up listening to Metallica and Foo Fighters and stuff. I love that music, but I just don't like the band pinball themes. But some people love the band pinball themes, right? Because that's what they're into. Like music is huge to them, whereas other people like me, like comic books, Marvel Cinematic Universe, stuff like that is huge and important to me, big part of my life. And you're like, oh my God, if something's themed that way, we kind of gravitate towards it, right? I was hoping for an X-Men Home Edition from Costco, but strike out. You never know, it could happen, but then again, it would be 5,000. You might as well spend 2K more and pick up the Pro. I played Kiss recently. It's a good one. Okay, Biggie D, if you say so. I'm not a big fan of the Kiss machine. Limited is sold out. That would be interesting if they've sold all 800 already. I mean, this did go live super early today. I'm talking super early. Let's take a look. Maybe it's sold out with your distributor. Yeah, I'd have to check my local distributor. I'd rather be Uncanny over 97. Days of Future Past theme is beautiful. There you go. Yeah, X-Men 97 was the rumor, and it's nice to see that it's not X-Men 97 because there's been a lot of X-Men 97 stuff coming out. It's nice when it's a little different, but keep in mind, guys, the characters from Uncanny X-Men pretty much look the same as the characters from X-Men 97. That comic book came out around the same time as those the TV show, right? Like that was that artwork in that era. And X-Men, of course, had several different books, just like Superman had several different, Superman had 3 or 4 books running at the same time. Avengers had 3 or 4 books running, X-Men had 3 or 4 books running, it's like Uncanny, X-Men, Batman, Superman, Man of Steel, Superman, The Adventures of Superman, you know, multiple stories going on, different magazine, right? So there you go. Yep, and this is another zombie Yeti one, and zombie Yeti does some pretty cool comic book artwork. He did my Venom, and I really really like it. I'm a multi-instrumentalist musician and would rather have an Ant-Man machine than another band unless it's Van Halen. There you go. See, like you are really into music, so maybe some some music themed or band themed, singer themed machines might appeal to you, but you also really like Ant-Man. So there you go. So you would pick that one. So yeah, I'm not I wouldn't buy a band pinball machine. No offense to anyone out there who really likes collecting those. I like this kind of stuff, nerdy pop culture fun stuff. And the trailer and all that looks great. I have it linked below. I didn't play it with music because I didn't want to get a copyright claim on my video. So make sure you guys check it out, listen to it. The trailer's out there, as well as there's a 5-minute behind the scenes video with George Gomez from Stern walking you through the differences between all the different machines. My initial reaction is I think that this is pretty cool. It's definitely now been added to the list of ones I want, but I am actually going to play this one first. I need to play it first. I'm not going to roll the dice again. I'm going to play it first, and hopefully I love it, and then maybe I'll buy it several months down the road from now, right? So very, very cool. And that's the other thing too. That's the other thing too, is when I judge a book by its cover, sometimes I'm wrong. I saw Labyrinth. I ordered it instantly when it went live, and luckily we love it, and it's a great pinball machine. However, there's other pinball machines that I judged and said, man, these look stupid. These look dumb. They look cheap. I'm paying you 10 grand for a Fisher Price looking shark. But then I've actually played Jaws on at pinball arcades. And despite the fact that the shark looks like a Fisher Price toy, I've told you guys several times I had to eat my words on Jaws. It is super freaking fun to play. It is super fun, super intense, and just a great theme to make into a pinball game. And I really like playing it. Not enough to buy it, but I like it enough to play it. I think it's really, really cool. So there you go. Pick up the Spinal Tap table. All right, guys. I just wanted to make this a quick reaction stream. I said 30 minutes or less in my skull before I started. We are right there. Do me a favor, guys. If you caught this on replay, let me know your feedback. Is this one of the coolest freaking pinball machines you've seen coming out in years? Personally, I think it is. But if you disagree, I want to know why. If you enjoyed this stream, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this stream, give it a thumbs down. Either way, it helps this video travel further. Guys, this is PDubs Arcade Loft. Thanks as always for hanging out upstairs with us. And we'll talk to you guys really, really soon. You guys have a great day. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Oh, I was going to add my Mutant and Proud at the end of my outro. I think this pinball machine is mutant and proud. Very, very cool. Talk to you guys later.